want to do an update or a video on a project that I will be working on shortly that near and dear to my heart because it honors one of our fallen or past YouTubers, Butch at Full Throttle Customs. Butch, his favorite kit was this 41 Chevy pickup. The reason it was his favorite is he could hot rod it up and he could drop it down and he could do all kinds of things with it, and he just loved that kit. He built like 3 of them on his channel, 3 or 4 of them, before he passed away. And I have spent a lot of time talking to Butch about his techniques. Now, Butch was a scratch builder. I'm working my way into that, getting my toes dipped into that realm, but he was a phenomenal builder. Go to his channel. His channel's still up. He still has his videos up. His wife never took them down, and I think it was his sister that was handling his estate, but she told us all that she was going to keep it up. But I talked to Butch on numerous occasions about how he built, and he built like a 1-to-1. He built them like a 1-to-1. He'd make a jig and he'd do the frames, and he loved his Pro Streets and so on and so forth. But he loved this 41 pickup. So in honor of him, I want to do one. So I've got the parts set aside, and I'm going to take out the frame. I'm just going to show you some of the things that I'm going to do to it. Now, this frame is going to be the frame that I use. This is the frame off the 56 Foose pickup. And it fits right underneath the 41. This is something I've thought pretty hard at. You could use a 41 Willys frame, but I decided to use this one because it's more of a truck frame and it works better, I think. Now, some of the things now, this is the axle, the rear axle is just glued in with white glue right now, just to get a mock-up. But the front, I don't know if you can, if my phone will, you'll notice that these are flat now, but they had a bushing on there around the hole for the axle. And that bushing was, its purpose was to hold the brake caliper and rotor. So you would glue it on there, and then you would glue the wheel on the axle. So in an effort, these are kind of wide for this 41. So in an effort to get things to fit, I have taken my Dremel and got that flush on both sides, and might have to do that back here. There's not enough room because you'll see that these are the 4-link perches, and these are the shock purchases. Right? Perch is say that fast 3 times, for the shock. So the shocks would go back here, and then the 4-link goes on the inside of it and hooks up to the frame. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on this. I got wheels on order. The power plant I've chosen is this Iceman LSX. I've had this for a while, but this is the power plant. And of course, I've already put it together with the exception of the fan belt and the fan and the water pump. The 41 has this apron that it comes with it, and then you set the cab on it. Now, I'm going to set it so low. This is supposed to serve as the surface for the interior, but I'm going to change that. I have to cut this out so there's room when you get it low, so there's room for it to set on the transfer of the transmission tunnel. So it basically sits on the transmission. Otherwise, it doesn't have the room. So I'm gonna get that done. It came with these little, there was this inserts in here that came down that limited your room in here. I have another one that has those, I think. No, I took them out on the other one too. I took them out, sanded them flush with the fender. And I'm going to show a picture of what I'm actually going for on this build. Saw a picture of one online that I liked a lot. And we're going to drop it down. I'm going to get some wheels from my good buddy over at Z-Force. I believe his name's Ryan Jones. Z-Force makes some of the best wheels. I really like them. Now, we all have our favorite, but I like Ryan's work at Z-Force, and they fit the model perfectly. So I'm going to get some of those. We're going to drop it down. We're going to get it real low. And that's the plan. Now, the interior, what I plan on doing with the interior is I plan on, now this sits right in there like that. I plan on inserting the 41 Willys interior. So it has a street rod kind of feel to it. And I think it'll look really good. I've already done a lot of testing on it. I know it's going to work. The one thing that I do not like about this model, it looks like that cab's going uphill. So I want to get it, the back end of this, a little higher so that it makes more sense. But other than that, we're going to work on that. And I've got BG's model I'm working on, and I'm got my rust bucket I'm working on, and then I'm going to announce a group build that I'm joining in here in a little bit. So, but that's it for this build. Hope you guys have a good Memorial Day. This is Terry, and I'm out today.